If your commercial cleaning cold emails aren't getting the replies that you want, there's a good chance the problem isn't your service and it's not your market. It's probably the email you're sending out and the messaging within it. Most cleaning companies and cleaning sales people are sending emails that are too long, too generic, and too easy to ignore. And in 2026, inboxes are crowded more than ever. AI is literally everywhere. A lot of the outreach now sounds way too polished in the worst way possible. So in this video, I'm going to show you the updated 3-line cold email formula I'd use if I were running a commercial cleaning company, and what we use internally for our commercial cleaning and janitorial clients, why it works, what it is, and really how you can be relevant to the people that you're reaching out to without spending a ton of time doing so, and also not looking like you wrote it with AI and that it's not too over personalized to not get a response back. Our goal is to get in, tell them what we do, and ask if they simply want a quote and are interested in talking. So I'm going to be going over that 3-line formula in just a second. So the updated formula is simple. Line 1 is relevance. Line 2 is the offer. Line 3 is the call to action, the CTA. That's it. The 3-line cold email formula for commercial cleaning. You do not need a giant introduction. You do not need 4 paragraphs about your company, who you help in the area, why you should choose us as the cleaning company for your services. You don't need to explain every service you offer, and you don't need to be going over everything that they probably need cleaning for. You need to sound real, you need to be relevant, but again, you want to get in and get out with being very clear on what you're asking, which is wondering if they're open to a complimentary cleaning quote and scheduling one on the books on their calendar. And just to stop here, you need to sound real. That's the shift a lot of people are not making and still haven't made, and it's only getting worse, again, because of AI. It's making them seem way too robotic and way too polished. A lot of cleaning business owners are thinking a better email means more information, more polish, more persuasion, credibility standards, more detail. Usually it doesn't. Again, simple, the better. Usually the best email really means the lowest friction to get an answer back. And that's especially true in commercial cleaning. It's all about timing. So if you're hitting them at the right time, you really want to take advantage of, if it is the right time, that you'll increase your odds of getting a response at that right time. So real world examples, because when you're emailing a medical clinic, a church, a manufacturing facility, property management company, or a general office like a software company or an accounting firm, you're not trying to educate them on the fact that cleaning matters. They already know that, especially if they're the right person to reach out to. They already know restrooms matter. They already know that the carpet needs to be clean for the patients that come in. They already know that common areas need to be pristine always throughout the week. They already know that people notice when a facility feels neglected, inconsistent, dirty, and just not handled well. So your cold email doesn't need to create that awareness from zero. You're not starting from scratch if they already have some interest before you even email them. Your cold email needs to make the reader stop and think, are we actually fully happy with how this is being handled right now? Is this really meeting our standards? Is the provider that we're using, or if we're going in-house, is it really meeting what we want it to be? And if you can trigger that thought quickly, get right to the core of if they need it, or they would be open to just seeing other options and knowing what you as a cleaning company price your services for, it's going to go a long way. So again, let's start with line 1. Line 1 is relevance. This is where most people either try way too hard or don't try at all. Trying not at all is simply missing that whole relevance piece. So a good first line should make the email feel grounded and, again, relevant to them. Not overly personalized, not looking like AI with a bunch of M dashes, not weirdly observant, not flattering, not polished, not about their college that they went to or their favorite restaurant in the area. Literally just look grounded and relevant to the facility that you're reaching out to. It should feel like you understand what kind of company they are and what they likely need to have clean and what they care about. That's really what makes the email feel real, relevant, and make them read on to the next line. And this is why bad personalization kills campaigns. If you have that first line, which I highly recommend doing, if you have it looking like it's overly personalized about their college or a favorite restaurant in the area, or it looks like AI wrote it and you have M dashes in there, worst thing you can have, it sounds fake. It sounds forced. It sounds like it also could have been part of a mass blast email campaign. The goal is not to impress the reader with your research. It's not really to do anything other than getting them to read onto the next line and know that you're reaching out to them specifically, not in just a big herd of other emails, or at least it just really gets them to think onto that next line. If you're reaching out to a church, not trying to write some beautiful line about their mission, who they are, what they care about. I'm thinking about their spaces, lobbies, restrooms, event areas, worship areas, and where guests feel welcome, but also want to come back to. So if I'm reaching out to a manufacturing business, a facility, I'm thinking about their production areas, employee common areas, offices, floors, restrooms, especially the restroom, and how cleaning ties into consistency, presentation, and also the staff experience, and maybe even when people come in to visit the facility as well. If I'm reaching out to a medical clinic, this is very important. I'm thinking about their waiting rooms, exam rooms, restrooms, common touch points, like common areas, and also really the fact that presentation and sanitization really matter. At the same time, compliance is a big thing for medical facilities. So that's where you want to be relevant. Catch them with what actually matters to them and what likely needs to be cleaned. It's not writing some clever sentence. It's understanding what matters in that facility most likely. Doesn't have to be perfect. And once you do that, line 1 gets a lot easier. Now, line 2 is the offer. It's simply what you do. So this is where a lot of companies get this wrong and they go way overboard. They explain who they are, how long have they been in business. Just say who you are. You're a commercial cleaning company. You're a commercial cleaning and floor maintenance company. You do janitorial, whatever you do, just say it. We do commercial cleaning in the greater Seattle area, or whatever city you're in, or you could say simply where their facility is. Most of it that you're going to want to say does not belong in that email at all. So again, if you can just quickly put it all into one simple sentence, no longer than 15 words. That's also kind of long, 15 words. Just be very concise. It's not your website homepage. It's not some brochure. Again, it's not your whole story of how you got into commercial cleaning and why your company matters so much. It's about them. So only reach out to them and make it not really about you at all. And this is your spot of telling them who you are, and that's it. So get in, get out. Something we really like to say, again, just emphasizing, is we provide commercial cleaning services for businesses in the city variable area, or we provide janitorial support for multiple businesses in the area, or we provide commercial cleaning and sanitization services for several facilities nearby and wanted to see if you'd be interested. The first email you write is not proving really anything. It's just making sure that the offer is easy to understand. That's what makes a cold email work, is literally the offer. But you also have to be very clear on what you're offering and what this is about. So now line 3, the CTA, the call to action. This is something that is so simple and so easy to do that people overthink it and get it way too wrong. First, I will call out a weak, vague call to action is probably going to hurt you. So if you end your email with interested ? Or open to a quote or want pricing, like that's fine. That will actually work. Or if you even don't say, can we chat? Would this be worth a discussion? Again, that's fine. But really with commercial cleaning and janitorial or sanitization services, they want a quote. That's the language or an estimate. We typically just say quote. So it's the relevance, it's the offer, and then line 3, the call to action, is scheduling, arranging, penciling in on the calendar a complimentary cleaning quote. So I will say as well, you could say, are you open to a complimentary quote? Add in that complimentary. You don't have to do it every time, but I will say that it does carry a lot of weight because people read the email and we have had people say, is it free? So if you can just say complimentary, first off, I think it sounds better. I'm going off of my intuition. So you don't really need to take that with an absolute, but at the same time, it can overcome people before they even ask, is it free? So it's lowering friction a little bit, but really the quote is what they're looking for. If this is of interest or they're wanting to know what options are and know what you price your services for. And at the same time, you're not looking like you're trying to oversell them. You're not trying to get them on a super long Google Meet or phone call. It's really just having them understand what you do and are you open to a complimentary cleaning quote. I really do believe that a very short, concise, and value-packed email, when I say value, it just means giving them exactly what they would want to hear or read, and that's it. So I think that's giving them value, is not wasting their time. I think that is what's going to win over a very detailed cold email. Now, another thing that's really important, what matters here for cold email, is who you're actually emailing, because the wording should change a little bit depending on the contact type. So if you're emailing a direct decision maker, it would make sense to write directly towards their role. So if they're a facility manager, if they're an office manager, if they're a general manager, they have different interests. So if you're emailing a general location specific, like shared office email, a location specific contact email from the website, the tone should be more towards the team or the facility. That's important, and separating a decision maker and the location specific contact email, because it's going to make sure that they know that you are acknowledging that you're emailing a shared inbox. And then also you're acknowledging that you're reaching out to someone that is relevant, a relevant role to reach out to. So I would highly recommend that your lead list is targeted and clean. Again, location specific contact emails, and at the same time, direct decision makers or people that would make sense to be relevant to the role or forward us to the person that is relevant to the role of managing cleaning services and custodial. That's going to help a lot if you are writing a relevant and concise message at the same time. Overall, the 3-line cold email formula for commercial cleaning and janitorial services should be able to get you a better result than what you're potentially getting right now. I don't want to say this is for sure, but if you did find value from this video, I would go try it out, test it out for 100 emails. Don't just stop after 10, send 100 emails, see what comes out of it. I don't even think 100 is enough. As a cold email lead generation agency for commercial cleaning companies, we send 1,500 emails on every weekday. So that volume tells you a lot that you need to send a lot of emails into your market, especially if you're working above a 30-mile radius of your main office. You need to be covering a lot of data. And then also once you hit 45 days, if not 60 days, recycling. Anybody that didn't respond at all, which is probably going to be about 95% of the people that you reach out to. Also the emails that didn't bounce, don't reach out to the bounced emails. And then also recycling people that didn't necessarily say, take us off the list, kind of more of something like not right now, or we have this covered internally. So if you are interested in working with us, or at least just understanding how we price our services and how we can help you get more quality commercial leads in your service area, go to the description below and there's a booking link to talk to our team and we can get that set up for you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe.